eye is back. Had a very, very uneventful day again. I was going to go see Spider-Man, the across the Spider-Verse. My brain is like it keeps getting into the Spider-Verse and across the Spider-Verse mixed up. It's not that big of a deal, but it's like it's annoying in my brain head. In my brain head. But yeah. Ugh, my shirt is all like not right. What is the deal? Oh, it's this side. Okay. I put my shirt back on because it was not super super hot, but it's I was kind of sweaty and it was gross, But yeah, yeah. So uneventful day, kind of bored, kind of boring, but yeah, kind of annoyed as well. There's a couple of annoying things that happened today. Like I said, I was supposed to go to see Spider-Man, but well, what generally happened was at some point this weekend, I was told that like my my partner and his pups were going to go see Transformers. So I basically said to myself that, well, if I've got no plans, which I don't, then I could go with them and I could go see Spider Man. Um, but no, I basically came into my house for a pee break and to get something to eat or something. And yeah, they were getting ready to go, and I was like, oh, they were they were basically ready to go, and I was like, well, I don't want to add delays because they were going to be late for their showing the Transformers or whatever. So I was like, okay, I won't go. I don't want to fuck with their plans. So yeah, so I didn't go. I stayed in instead, and I had a little nap. And when I was having this nap, my phone charger decided to not work. It decided to be broken. Huh. Oh, so my phone was like USB file transfer. It just plugged in. Calm your tits. Yeah. Yeah. I found out that my one of my basically my camera phone, which is also my TV. I use it as a TV. That thing is now no longer charging using that particular cable. And when I plugged it in, it works fine. It works fine on the robust kind of like cheap cable that we got instead of going for the brand cable. But it basically doesn't work on the old iPhone cable. And then I brought it into my office, and it also was having problem connecting to the computer. And it was like, what? Why? Why with the extra bullshit? I don't need extra bullshit. I now need to pee. What is the deal with that? Why is it always something? I can't just do stuff. It's always fucking something. Got a couple of nice messages. Thank you for that. Basically, I haven't checked the UBTubes for the messages from the video, but on the Discord post, I got a couple of nice messages. So there's a large spider, and it's been motionless for like 6 hours. Well, it kind of isn't been motionless. I know it's alive. It's kind of like turning around, and then turning back, and then turning around again. I don't know whether if it's going to make a move or what, but it's just sitting on the makeshift curtain I've got on the window, and it's like it's just so distracting. Anyway, yeah, so there's another problem. There's always another problem, and now I need to pee, and I've been needing to pee basically on and off all day because I keep like being really thirsty. Evidence. See, I keep being really thirsty. So yeah, I've drank a lot of water today. I know it's been hot, so that's a good thing. But I've talked to a nutritionist friend who basically he was talking to me about how working out and all that stuff. And he's a nutritionist, but he's also he's a muscle bear. He's very muscular. And talking to him about like my gym routine and all that stuff and getting back into it. And he was like, "Did you try keeping hydrated?" Like I said, and I was like, you know me, um, I, I did try, but there's a problem. And you see, I've got this annoying problem where my body doesn't want to. It contains a certain amount of fluid, and then basically that's it. So if I drink extra fluid, then about like 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, my bladder will ding, and I'll need to go pee. So, and I did work out ages ago when he first mentioned that I should try to keep hydrated, and that helped with like skin issues as well, stuff like that. That basically I tried for a week and a half, and then I basically gave up on just trying to drink extra water. Trying to drink the amount of water, so much water a day, all that stuff. Because I worked out that basically I was peeing as much as I was drinking. So it was like all the extra fluid that I've been taking wasn't doing anything. And also, all the extra water that I was drinking wasn't doing anything. And I know this because not only did I pee more, but when I did pee more, the times that I needed to pee, it was clear. So basically, I was drinking water, it was going straight to my bladder and then being ejected. It was just kind of like there was no extra benefit to drinking more water. It was bullshit. So yeah, when it is hot though, when it is generally in the summertime, I do have a rule, and I've had this since I was like a teenager, that whenever I go to the bathroom, whenever I pee, or poop, because you get there's a lot of like fluid, there's a lot of moisture in your poop. Anyway, like way more than people think. I basically would drink a glass of water, like after I peed, drink a glass of water, and that seems to be fine. So hydration is never my fucking issue, and it's always annoying when somebody brings it up. It's like, that's great, yeah, sure, I'll drink that, but then I'll just pee it out in 10 minutes. But yeah, I mean, that's my day. That's basically been my day. Again, nice messages from people who saw like the previous video or the Discord post that I made. Like, I get it, and I'm glad that everybody was basically nobody was like super freaked out about it or anything. Nobody basically like immediately direct messaged me or called me on my phone or something saying it's like, oh my god, are you okay? I hate that. I hate that so much. It's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, oh my, yeah, but I saw your post and everything. It's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I saw my post. It told you about something that happened basically last week. Why are you talking to me about it now? Why are you concerned now? I know you can't go into the past and basically like be concerned then, but like, you know, I'm clearly still here. It's all good. Calm down. So I didn't get any of that, which is nice. I haven't told my mum about this because she would super freak out. So yeah, um, I did have. I try not to get into like my family histories too super much, but I really don't want to tell my mum about my depression issues or anything like that, because not only will she overreact, especially now, but she'll like super overreact, because my uncle on my mother's side, so her brother, he took his own life. He had super depression and he took his own life. So she would be super sensitive about that. So I try not to worry her so much about that. My nose is running. check the toilet roll. I have to check the toilet roll because there was a giant spider in it one year. You know, I picked up the toilet roll, put it back down on like and I could see around it and everything. And there was no big spider. So when it was in the toilet roll when I was holding it. But yeah, runny nose, freaky. How are you, Panafox? What's going on? Let's have a chat. I need a good chat with peeps. But yeah. early this morning, I got a message from Itchy, and I was like, "Oh, I really want to talk to Itchy," but Itchy has this habit just recently of messaging me when I'm doing something. I was doing myself. But it was like I was dealing with my morning wood, and then Itchy messaged me, and it's like, oh fuck's sake, you know. Ugh. And I've already explained this. I've got like it's kind of like it's a form of erectile dysfunction. Basically, I'm only horny. You know, my dick only works either after I've eaten a really nice large meal, nicely stuffed, or in these 4 or 5 times per day. Basically, it's like, yeah. So it's not like I could just stop and then, yeah. My mum used to do that. That was really annoying. My mum used to call me just like she used to call me just when I was getting close, and it was really annoying because it would be like, "Oh no, I was in the bathroom or the shower or something. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the phone. Sorry." You know, it's like, ugh. Anyway, I think that's normal. God damn it! Sorry, the runny nose is going to the back of my throat and immediately making me go. Stop it. I have no idea why the runny nose. Just, it's freaky. It's either when I'm really hot or really cold. Runny nose, fun. There never seems to be a good medium. But yeah, I think that's normal. What you mean, like the horniness 4 times a day thing? No, what's normally supposed to happen is that basically people are supposed to, you know, men and women are supposed to become aroused um, whenever. Like you're supposed to, your junk is supposed to work throughout the entire day. Um, you know, I just got very, very narrow windows where I can start something, and it's really awkward usually. You know, the only time I can actually properly just like become aroused on command almost is basically, like I said, after I've eaten a large quantity of food, because like and there's a reason for that. God damn it. It's also the talking. I haven't talked again to anybody for a few hours. Um, but yeah, I get aroused because basically my tummy feeling full is my go button. It's basically my tummy's very sensitive, especially around my belly button. And if that gets like stimulated by, say, having a large meal kind of like pressing up against it from the inside, you know, it's like a constant horny button. And like I guess my body just can't ignore that. So yeah, whatever. It can ignore everything else though, normally, apart from these typical 4 times, four instances a day. So yeah. I normally try to get myself in the right mood. You know, I get myself in the right position because I know it's about to happen. You know, it's basically when I wake up and then every 4 hours or 4 or 5 hours after that. So yeah, that's basically, yeah. So I time my breaks then. Anyway, that might be a bit too much information for some people, but yeah. What are we chatting about? Well, this is supposed to be a brainstorming session for the upcoming Christmas in July video, but yeah, I kind of want a Christmas in July video idea, and I think we're okay with the pup video idea. I think I know what I want to do with that. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things of like, I don't know for sure if that will end up being the video idea because, well, many reasons. Like I said, I got the ideal idea for the pup video is me filming it over there, like where I go walking. It's been too hot for that. The secondary idea for the video, you know, basically it's getting to the point where if I get the house free, then I will film it in my back garden, or even inside the house somewhere, or just something. I might do a padded. I haven't done a padded video in a while, you know, an actual padded video. I did the test, but then again, yeah. And I kind of want to wear I want to wear my dungarees, and it's just that looks better. So I feel like I've been in I don't know. I'll decide at the time. But I mean, that's the emergency video I did. Basically, just filming it in the back garden or in the house. Whenever I get the house free. So yeah, can't do it at night because people get up in the middle of the night, and that's weird. Being caught, like filming something in the back garden. I've done that. I've nearly been caught like a couple of times. That's fun. It's not super. It's super annoying because I get distracted and the whole thing. You know? But yeah, mainly looking for ideas for the Christmas video, and I mean, I got nothing so far besides maybe using, you know, maybe being in a Hawaiian shirt, doing the beard painting thing, um, you know, and that's it. Was it by the neighbors? Basically, it's either by the neighbors or if it's by the extra house members. You know, Damon's seen me film videos before. That's all fine, but I mean, like for example, when I did the beach ball video, you know, the painted belly beach ball video. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I was continuously, at least in the raw footage, I was continuously checking behind me because that's where the windows were, and you know, was being gawked at by one of Damon's pups. You know, it was kind of like it was a bit weird, you know. So yeah, it would be different. You know, it would be different if these if Damon's pups, if Damon's boyfriends were into me as well. It would be different, but they're not. At least I don't know if one is, but it's kind of like I'm not really into them. So yeah. So it reminded me of a Buffy Buffy quote. You know, when Xander doesn't know what to get Willow. It's like no, when Xander doesn't know what to get Tara, and you know Willow's girlfriend, and there's the whole thing of like I don't really know what to get her. I mean, I know she likes Willow, but she already has one of those. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like that, you know. What about Santa lounging and having a big drink? The thing is about the lounging part, we don't own any chairs that I can safely sit in. Um, I've destroyed all of our outdoor furniture that isn't a, you know, that isn't a white. We've got a couple of white plastic chairs, but I'm not sitting in them because I will destroy them. And filming this inside is a bit, I don't know. It's not very summery, you know. I kind of want to do a you know, it doesn't a July video, a July video, which means that it's kind of like the whole Christmas in July thing. It's kind of, it's meant to be like a barbecue celebration thing. So yeah. Shut up. I've had a bit of a weird food day as well. I've kind of like, I got very satisfied and stuffed early on in the day, like for lunch. But ever since then, my tummy's been very acidy, and it's been kind of like, it's been not particularly hungry. So I didn't have dinner. But yeah, I've just had lots of, you know, best filming outside. But I'm okay with, like, you know, suggestions, or if like you know, it's been, if a suggestion kind of means that somebody wants to see it. So yeah, I'll be okay with if somebody wants to see me wear the Santa onesie, because I got a Santa onesie, or something like that. But I kind of want just the general ideas to pick from. And what you suggested was fine. It's just, it's kind of a bit, seems a bit low effort. And just having a drink on the sofa is kind of like, yeah, you know, it seems a bit low effort. And also, yes, it is. It, like, for something like that would be nicer to have like a drink outside, and I can't really sit down outside. I can only stand up. I would say that I wouldn't mind laying down on the ground, but the there were bugs. There were so many bugs and snakes. There were bugs and things basically living here. I live in the middle of the countryside. There's lots and lots of animals and wildlife and all that stuff. The hot tub still isn't up. I mean, it's up, but it's empty and it hasn't been done and everything. And like I said, I don't think that's going to be a thing that's going to happen anytime soon. I really want my my hot tub up, but the thing is that the guy that owns the, you know, the caretaker of the hot tub is currently busy with puppies still. So yeah, fun. See what I mean? This is why it's hard. This is why it's hard. Like, I could film myself doing it inside the house, um, if I did use the Santa onesie. I could use the Santa onesie. Need to find a bit of string or something. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking about getting a new webcam. That's another thing. This one is great, but it's still, it it's hot. Every time I touch it after it's been used, it's always very warm. It's warm now. That is weird, and I always think that that's wrong. You know, I really like this webcam. That's the annoying part of it. I really like it, but it's just, yeah, that'll probably cost money. Yay! I'll just have to take that out of the Patreon fund. I need to do a video for that. So yeah. I don't know. A summer Santa morning breakfast. You know, explain, elaborate. What's the expound? That's it. Expound. Expound on that idea for me. How do you mean exactly? That's what I was looking for. My brain was like, God, I really need something to get this itch on my back. I wish I had like a back scratcher or something. And it's like, it's right in front of you, dummy. I just want to show you this. I was talking about a spider earlier. Hopefully I don't scare you. Hello. It's really hard to keep the camera still. Sorry. Ignore all of the other crap, but you can see that. You can see the spider, right? Yeah. That's my pencil jar. And that's all the spider webs. Isn't that fun? Yeah. That's distracting me because it keeps going behind the pencils and then coming back not behind the pencils. Yeah. Kind of a mixture of Santa waking up, having his breakfast, getting dressed to go out, to relax in the Hawaiian shirt, like a final shot of him in the office chair, relaxing towards the door sunshine. That is a lot of work. I was like, oh, find a reason to not do this. My brain is like, so just admit it's a lot of work. But that's a lot. Like portions of this. I mean, I could do that. It's just that it's kind of like it's a lot of shots. It's a lot of different locations. It's a lot of like I'm okay with that. But if like I get a better idea, simpler idea, is kind of Waking up, I could having his breakfast. That's the problem. I kind of wanted you to explain what you think a Santa breakfast would be, because I know it would just probably be a regular breakfast, but it's like I don't really have the ability to do like a fry up breakfast, and I feel like you would have a fry up breakfast. Like I could feel myself eating Weetabix. The problem with the Santa thing is that, and eating and or drinking something, is that unless it's like a bottle of beer or something, it's hard because I'll have the whitening stuff on my mustache, and the mustache touches food. So yeah. So eating something like Weetabix, which are basically wheat biscuits. I think he would eat Weetabix. It's got a lot of milk, you know. It's basically a cereal. Um, but yeah. Also, the the last problem is the ending shot. That would mean that my chair and me would have to be like here. It's just that you can't really get a shot of the door because I would be way too close to it. I'd be blocking the door, or I can't really fit in the door as it is. I have to kind of squeeze myself through the door. I can't open both doors, mainly because there's a big bush like right outside of it right now, so it doesn't open all the way. It can open a little bit, but then it won't open all the way. So yeah, that's a bit of a like the shots that I've got in my office are the ones that you've already seen. I can put the camera on the chair and basically film myself stood up here, or I can film myself a little bit sat down here. I do have the tripod. The tripod, like the actual tripod, is fully functioning, and it is out. So I could actually like put the camera so that you can kind of see most of me here, like with the moon and everything. But that's it. Anything where I could put the tripod here, I would be way too close to it for actually a shot to work. And this chair, although it's on wheels, it doesn't really have much movement available. This is a shed. They've basically it can go from here to here. It can't really get any closer to the door for that, for the shot that you're thinking of. Basically, I need another shed's worth of space beyond this wall. That's not going to happen. For the kind of shot that I think you're imagining. So yeah. So I like the idea, but all of it's wrong with it. The waking up part, easy, everything else, problems. The waking up part and getting dressed thing, easy. But yeah. There are other ways that I can do it. It's just it's going to be complicated. And it's already a busy video. So it's essentially complications with the busyness. Yeah. Hate self. No. How is it not getting cooler in here? That's so annoying. So I spider check, just making sure it's still just behind the pencils and not disappeared. What do we already have to work with? Well, I've got a ton of Santa stuff. Me. I got those things. Those things work. I keep going through the things I've already done for Christmas. It's Christmas in July, and all I keep thinking of is just like I can't really remember any of them. Most of the things I'm thinking of have already been done for Christmas. So yeah, like the cookie eating video. where I ate like 50 cookies or something. And like a half gallon of milk. That was nice. I like that one. My mouth didn't like it. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I know. That's what the brainstorm. I mean, I could do it as like the son of Santa, eating a lot of Weetabix. I can eat a lot of Weetabix. I don't know. I don't think you get them in the States. They're just called something else. But do you know what I'm talking about when I say Weetabix? They're just like these kind of like weird shaped bricks of compressed wheat, and you, you can do like all sorts with them. I just like them plain. I know that's weird. I like plain Weetabix. I used to really like them as a kid because you can actually kind of when you add milk to them and they kind of like break up. Are they just Wheaties? I thought Wheaties were something else. It's kind of like Shreddies. I thought Wheaties were a form of Shreddies. Shreddies are tiny squares of like checkered wheat. They're like tiny, 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 tiny waffles. Anyway, but yeah, again, I used to like them as a kid because once they got the milk and they kind of broke apart and stuff, they became kind of like mashed potato, and you can make like little dams and stuff, for your milk. And I like watching the water, the milk kind of like find cracks and stuff in the dam, and eventually kind of just like break it apart and stuff. It's really cute. It's fun. Simple things. Simple things for simple minds. So yeah. Anyway, so my brain was completely in a different place. Yeah, I was thinking about like food. Weirdly enough, I was thinking about um, there's a place that is kind of it just is an Asian food place. It just generally does Asian food, kind of like the place that gets like it does. There's a place that does Mexican food, and it didn't do so good, so it shut down, and it became this place that just does Asian food, and I don't know if it's just generally Asian food or if it basically specializes. I don't know. And I was like, what did I ever see a menu? I kind of want to see a menu. Did I see a menu? But no. What all did you eat today? Like I said, I had a really big lunch. I had sushi. I had sushi. I really like sushi. I had sushi and I had a tuna sub, which is delicious. Starting with the fish. I had a chicken Caesar wrap, which is also delicious. Which is weird because chicken Caesar wraps, especially from the deli place, they're usually kind of a bit they overdo it with the flavoring of it, and yeah. Um. Oh, meatball sub as well. I had a meatball sub, and I had the little packets of chicken as well. So basically, I had like a mini KFC as well. So like I said, I did good. I did good for lunch. I was very satisfied. It fucked me up for dinner though, and now I'm really hungry. And I think I'm going to eat. I basically have some protein bars. I think we're going to eat a bunch of those. But yeah, I kind of want noodles. I want noodles. But that's basically my breakfast tomorrow. So yeah. But now, yesterday I went to I had Italian, and that was really nice. Um, except for the flatbread, because at this Italian place that I go we frequent. Um, they have these caramelized onion flatbreads, and they are delicious. And they're usually like this big. This thing was like this big. It was half the size. It was tiny. It was uncool that they shrank it. Still tasted good. It was just kind of like, can I get two of these? Can I get two? What, two of these? This is dumb. Whatever you did is lame. You know. Um, but yeah, what's really annoying is that they're an Italian restaurant and they don't do steak. I know they're the guys that I've been talking about when I say about the Italian restaurant. You know, it doesn't do steak. Stupid. So stupid. So yeah, I'm really happy that I found a good. There's actually a good steakhouse that's not super far from here. It's not really super close, but it's not super far from here. It's basically on the next, it's a couple villages on the opposite side of Ramsey, which is the nearest town. And yeah, it's a really nice steakhouse. Great. Now I'm thinking about food. I need to pee, and I'm thinking about food. Great. Thanks, Panathons. I was going to ask if anybody wanted to watch anything after this live stream, but I think I'm gonna have to run away and a pee, but b eat the protein bars, the yummy protein bars. They're basically like granola cookies. So yeah, I know it's not really showing on the preview, but I've got a really long white hair, just kind of like sticking out of my mustache. Yeah, it doesn't really show up on the live feed. Weird. I'm not going just yet. I'm just saying that after this, I'm probably gonna have to go do those things. Eh, it's a real bummer of a week. Well, it's just yeah. Try not to think about that so much. You know, the huge bummer. It's like this week's supposed to be chill. It's really hard though because it's so hot. It's actually kind of cool now. It's actually not bad with the fan on and the extractor fan pulling in some cold air from outside. Well, cool air, cooler than what it was. It's nice. Oh, talking about the weather. Computer, show me the weather forecast. Oh, it's supposed to rain today. And it's not supposed to be super duper hot. Okay, well, that's nice, I guess. Maybe if the forecast is correct, which it isn't around here. Around here, it's just not correct, usually. On this big cloudy patch, I could actually go out and do the filming. Hopefully, it won't be busy over that place. Hopefully. But yeah, it's not supposed to be as hot tomorrow, so woo! I'm excited. I'm trying to be excited about little things, okay? Little victories. That is something that my therapist did say to me. It's like at least, just every little thing, every little victory that happens throughout the day, kind of try to celebrate that. And it's like that does actually help a little bit. It does actually help. But the only problem with that is that you kind of get pre-excited for little victories. You know, you get like yay, I managed to not burn my toast. Kind of thing. And then when you burn your toast, you're kind of like, oh, I was looking forward to that little excitement of being happy about something. So then you get depressed about the little things as well. So it's like, fuck. It's the whole expectation thing. It's the whole expectation thing all over again, but for little things. Anyway, is there anything else that we need to talk about or want to talk about, or anything anybody wants to ask me at all, or anything? At least you're trying. It's either that or the bad thing. I'm not allowed to do. So yeah. I think we got mostly everything. Yeah. I'll keep thinking about it. I'll do another live stream, maybe another brainstorm or something. But I mean, like, I know it's hard. It's really also hard to not go super generic as well, and just have like me playing with my belly for the camera. You know, it just that seems a bit generic. But I don't know. It's a really hard topic, I guess. Anyway, okay. Sorry, my bladder just was like ding 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 ding. Like I know. I'm gonna go. Jesus. Yeah. I will be doing another live stream probably tomorrow, and I'll let you know if I actually filmed something. And I'll try to have a good think about it. But yeah. Otherwise, anybody that's watching this on playback and Panafox, if you see me on Discord and you want to watch a movie or something, don't feel free, don't I was gonna say don't feel free, don't hesitate to ask me. If I want to watch something too, I'm okay with that. The worst thing that I could say is that no, I'm busy, or that I don't really want to watch that. That's the worst thing. Not the end of the world. To some people, it seems like that is the end of the world. But yeah. Anyway, empty belly works and belly salute. And now I've stood up. When I sit back down, I'm going to immediately need to urinate a lot. I mean, I need to urinate now, but yeah. Also, that fucking spider. I wish he would do something. Just knowing that I'm going to leave this spider in my office is annoying me, because like when I come back in the morning, is it going to be like just there, or is it going to disappear mysteriously? Who knows? Anyway, toodles.